Hey guy, welcome back to my video. Uh I actually just woke up, so if I sound a little congested, I guess as also I have the flu right now, so it's kind of weird. Um but regardless of that, I want to get into a new video today. It's going to be a little different from what I'm used to make. Um so for those of you that don't know, I've been trading stocks for a very long time. And I thought it would be very useful for those of you that want to get into this to learn, the basics. It might get a little technical because, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. It's no joke. So I'll be talking about indicators, RSI 14, the MACD exponential growth, um, support lines, resistance lines. We're gonna be talking about stop payments. We're gonna be talking about different types of candlesticks. We're gonna be talking about different types of patterns. If all these things that I mentioned, and if I mention all these things to you and you're unaware of what they are, this is a good video for you to learn all these things. Otherwise, if you like know all these things, then I don't recommend you watch this video because, like I said, it's gonna be basic trading stuff. Then some of you guys might already know, so I don't wanna waste your time or bored you with all this. I mean, of course, if you want to go over it with me and maybe like relearn or see the things from my perspective, then you're welcome to stay. But like I said, this is more for beginners that want to know all the basics to trading, so they can like start doing like I don't know, paper trading, or just have an idea of what they're doing before they even get into this. This is gonna be a long video. I might not even edit this video that much, so excuse me if I, you know, pause for too long or whatever. But that's not the point. The point is just to teach you guys as much as I can. So yeah, let's go on with the video. I think I talked for long enough. I think the first thing I want to show you guys. By the way, I'm using Thinkorswim, which is TD Ameritrade, but you don't have to use this one. There's many other brokers that you can use. I like TD because I got introduced to trading with TD, and I'm very familiar with their system. Also, I haven't really seen another like app that offers you all these options that like, for example, I don't know, I'm not very familiar with other apps, but look at all the different types of studies that we can do here. A lot of these I don't even know myself, and I've been doing this for 4 years. And there's a couple of things here that I'm like not familiar with. But yeah, they have so many options, whatever you guys want to use, whatever you guys want to see, like it's literally here. So I recommend, TD. If even if you're starting out, it might be a lot, but it's good to use TD. It's more professional. So I know a lot of people use Robinhood now because it's simple. It's good for beginners. But if you want like the whole scale, you want to get all the features and like all the little things, then I recommend TD for sure. But yeah, I sound like an advertisement right now. I'm so sorry about that. I'm really just I you know I really like to sell people things, for their own good, not just for not just for my own gain. Because I'm not getting anything from this. I really just like this platform. Okay, so I want to delete this real quick. This is some support lines that I made here. So what are we looking at right now? Right now we have RSI 14 right here, right below the graph. Then we have below that we have a MACD that tracks exponential lines from 12, 26, and 9. Um, you can also mess around with this, but you know, right now I would recommend you look into this even more, because basically I use this MACD right here, for example. So I know when these two lines here cross, like whether they cross up or they cross down, I know there's gonna be a pattern there, and I could like buy or sell, depends. Um, and then you have here the RSI. I know that when it goes over this line here on the top, the 80, it means it's really expensive, so I wouldn't mess with the stock at that moment. And whenever it goes anywhere near here, 20, or it touches 20 or goes below 20, I know it's a good time to buy. But not necessarily a good time to buy, but I just know that the stock is might be overvalued, you know. Like at this time, like it could be cheap right now, but like you have to check other things before you go ahead and invest. You can't just base your trading opinion, like you can't just base your buy or sell on these two things. You know, there's other things that we have to check for. But definitely this is like a one, like two things that I look into. So I right here we're looking at McDonald's, a very well known stock. Right now I'm using on demand, which is like paper money. It's like not really, like, this is not really my account. I don't have that much money in my account. It's just to show you guys, because you can mess with this. You can put the dates and all that. And you can see here it says virtual account. It's not my real account that I use for trading. So let's see. So right here I have I made here a list of stocks. This is kind of old, so there might not even be an opportunity there anymore. But like, it doesn't matter. So right here, like, I can drag and drop, any stock I want right here. FedEx. What is this? It's loading. It's taking forever. Okay, whatever. What is this? Dash? I'm not sure. I think it might be like DoorDash. McDonald's. Okay, let's go back to McDonald's. Let's keep it simple. So the first thing I do is I look at the stock. I look at the RSI. What is it right now? The RSI right now is 52. That's kind of like still a little high. And the lines, they're not crossing. Okay. So right now I don't really see anything that would interest me in the stock. But let's do some more research. The other thing I want to do is I want to draw my lines. So let me get a line here. We're gonna draw. There's many lines that you can draw, like right here. Okay, let me delete this. I don't like this one. So I see a pattern, like right here, like a neutral pattern. It's not going up or down necessarily. It's just going up and down in this like area here. So I can do something right now. Where is my lines? Okay, so I can put this price low. Generally, whenever you draw a line, you want to get, three candlesticks. This one is a little harder here to draw, but you want to get like 3 candlesticks, like right here. Like I got 3 right here, and this 3 right here. Okay, and it's not gonna be perfect. It could be a little bit below, or it can be a little bit higher. And then right here, look, I can draw another one here. I can do this, but it wouldn't get that many, because that's like an anatomy. It's not a normal thing to happen, right? It doesn't normally happen. So we're gonna get this line, put it down here. Okay. This is better. This is better because it's close. Okay, so I have my support line right here in the bottom, and I have my resistance line right here on the top. Okay, what does this mean? What so first I find a pattern. The pattern is the, like I said, like the this right here, the neutral trend. There's three types of trend. There's um a bullish trend, which means the graph is going up, and there's a bearish trend, which means the graph is going down, and then there's a neutral trend, which is like this. It's just going straight. Um, this lines right here, the lines that I just used, they help us determine or like easily see what kind of trend it is that we're looking at. Because with this mess of candlesticks, these things right here are called candlesticks. With this mess of candlesticks going up and down, you wouldn't know. You can't really tell exactly what's going on there. So you want to define it for sure. Like right now, I define that there's a neutral trend here. Um. Also, let me explain something else. Each candlestick here represents a day of trading because I have it set to a 1 day time frame. If I can go to, you know, 5 minutes, 5 days, 10 days. That means that each candlestick will represent whatever days it shows here. 3 years, like, or like the span of those of that time. So right here, I'm looking at 3 years. So it could represent here. This is okay. Okay, yeah, but depending on how long you're looking at, how long of a time frame you're looking at, it will show you the candlesticks. It could be like 1 week, 1 month, depending how far you want to look into it. But since you're doing trading, most commonly we look at just like short term. So the best time frames for that is daily. But daily usually takes kind of a long time. Daily can go, it's like, it could be a trade that you hold for like a week for a good opportunity. You also have 4 hours. 4 hours is a pretty short time, so you could do that maybe in like 1 day. You can just do like a 1 day trading. They have 30 minutes right here. 30 minutes is you just want to get in and out like in the same, like maybe in like a span of an hour. You can do 30 minutes and check that. Just keep in mind, the shorter time frame that you trade on, the more risk, the more risk there is for you, because you're trying to detect patterns on a 30-minute time frame. Each like little thing here, each candlestick is like, I don't know how many, like a minute or something. It's like, it's not that much, and a lot can happen in the span of 30 minutes. So I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I'm just saying it's more risk. Me personally, I want to check the 4 hour, which is still kind of risky, but I can still see like a good amount of candles here. I'll check the daily, the 4 hour and the daily, for day trading. And I like to take positions that last like a week. Like, I don't trade day like some people do, like day trading, right? They just take a position and it's just like a few hours, or like in 1 day, like 2-3 hours. That's something you could do as well, but just keep in mind that's riskier. The shorter time frame that you have for trading, the more risk it is, because the shorter time, like in like the very near future, it's very hard to detect what's gonna happen in like the next, like, 30 minutes or whatever, because there's not much that can go on in that time frame. Like anything, I mean, anything could happen in that time frame. Also, you have you know, like if something happens, like something comes out up in the news, that's gonna like completely mess you up in just like a few minutes. Versus if you do a daily, some bad news comes out of that company or whatever, you know, you might have like a little dip here or whatever, but it might still be under your your support line, so you have a chance to continue your uh your trade. Okay, but that's just my opinion. Okay, I'm going off a tangent. I'm just trying to show you guys what to do, not what I do per se. So yeah, right here, I don't see anything interesting here on this particular stock, so I'm gonna move on. See if I can find something else. Dash. This one right here. What's the RSA? Okay, that's kind of high too. No, I don't like that one. Hog. Okay, this one is cheap here. Okay, not too bad. I see it's kind of okay. Went down. That's not bad. I don't like this pattern right here. It's like, let's do a line. Let's do a line. Just went off the. You see that? Went down the support. So I don't like this one. It doesn't really have a reliable support line. So it could just dip all the way down here, which is horrible. I don't want that to happen. So I'm not gonna take that risk right now. I'm not. I don't wanna. I don't like. I don't wanna deal with this stock. FedEx. Okay, FedEx. You can see here. You know, clearly I drew this big line here, but it looks more like a up down up down up down. But it's been going up for a while, and it looks like this is. It might look like a good thing, cause look, I want to show you guys something. So right here, if you draw this points, you can see a trend. It's increasing, right? This is increasing, but it's falling down too much. Like, I don't like this right here. It would have okay. So let me show you. I don't want to say I just don't. I don't just want to say I don't like it. Let me draw. This is all lines that I drew. I want to delete them because they're kind of confusing me. Okay, let's delete this. Let's delete this one. Perfect. So we're gonna go right here. This was going up, perfect. Then it went down, just normal, because stocks go up and down. Things happen in the market. It can't just, if you see a stock just going up and up and up, it doesn't go down. I would be worried because it's gonna come down eventually, and it could come down like a huge amount, like a lot. But yeah, so it went up, it comes down like normal, pretty normal, and then goes up again, which is great. It went up higher than before, so it's starting like a uptrend. But then unfortunately, it has a big downfall here, and it breaks this like pattern that it broke this pattern that it had going on, and it just went off here, and then fortunately it went up once again all the way up to here, which continued this like uptrend. But now it's doing something similar here where it just keeps going down, and once again it broke below this last high, So I'm not sure. I could just continue down. Could be a downtrend. So I wouldn't bet on this one. Let's move on to the next one. And you know what? I'm trying to show you guys some examples. Like what kind of things I don't like. What kind of things stop me from taking a trade. Like right here, if FedEx didn't have this big dip here that went below the last one, because ideally, right, this would fall up to here, right? Perfect. Then go up, then maybe fall like a little bit, like right here. Maybe it will fall like right here, It's not okay. Oh my god, I messed up. Okay. Let's go put this back. Okay, I don't know what I did. Okay, perfect. I see what it did. Okay. Look at the daily here. Daily. Okay, perfect. So yeah, like I said, I was saying before we got interrupted by me making that mistake. It should have, you know, in the ideal world, it should have gone down here, come up, then come down a little bit, maybe up to here, right? And then just keep going up from there. It would have been a perfect uptrend, and then I would have bought in this area right here. Whenever it came down right here. Oh, I want to do it again now. Right here. You saw a circle I drew right here? This would have been the opportunity to buy. Because I know it just went down. Well, I wouldn't have bought here because there's no previous history of this uptrend. But let's say there was some previous history before of this going up and down. I would have, took the opportunity to buy down here. And then I would have sold up here. Would have been like almost a $50 difference. But this is like a span. This is like a pretty long time. So I don't know. But it didn't. Okay, so it didn't. I didn't like that it went all the way down here, and then it's looking like it wanted to like come back up and start a good like uptrend once again. But then once again it fell way down here. So I'm not interested in that one either. Wait, this one, oh, this one is not working. This is ball. Sometimes the on demand is like glitchy, or it doesn't remember something. This one right here definitely not. It's like starting. It's definitely going on here on a big downtrend. Johnson and Johnson. Okay. What does it look like here? Okay. We can do maybe a line. Okay, we can go here, up here. That line there. You see, there's a pretty clear support line right here that I just drew. See that? Perfect. It's not bad, okay? Not bad at all. And then let's draw the resistance line, so we can tell if it's anywhere near there. See if there's any chance, any opportunities to make money right now. Okay, so you see that? I have right here a clear support line, and I have a clear resistance line, and this is a pretty good trend, like a pretty good uptrend until here. Kind of messed up, but then it caught up and it went up again, which is not bad. Right now it's down. So I could, I could definitely buy it right now. Let's do a buy right now. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna go, okay, here, buy. It's kind of hard to see because my camera, it's kind of facing there. Okay. I'm trying to buy, but it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so I'm gonna buy right now. I'm gonna buy how many? I'm gonna buy 100. Okay, I'm gonna buy 100 stocks of Johnson and Johnson. It's gonna be $17,324 at this price. It's gonna be what? What kind of? Okay, I'll put a limit, but I don't like to do limits usually because you don't know when it would buy. Takes forever sometimes when you do a limit. There's an option to do it on market, but right now I can't see it. Okay, let's see. Did it buy it? Okay, it bought it. Perfect. So you can see right here, I have less money now. Now we can go to monitor. We can see there my stock. You see that, guys? That's how much I'm losing right now or making right now. This is how much I bought it for, and this is the price, the current price. And this is the amount, the difference that I'm making or losing. Okay. So right now we're in September 2021 on Friday. Remember, the market doesn't open on Saturdays and Sundays. And I don't know. I think it's here's 9 to 4 the times for the regular stock market, but it could vary depending where you live. Okay, but right now nothing's gonna happen, so I will leave this right there. I can put a price alert if it reaches. Where's the last? Okay, so you see right here. This is called. Let's see if we can do price level. Okay, right here. Right here. If it reaches this right here, I don't want it to. What is it? Okay, right now I'm trying to set a price alert so that in case it goes down there, then I'll know for sure to sell. This is how you monitor like the stocks. You can like go and do something else, and you put your price. After you put your price alerts, you go and do something else so that you don't have to worry about looking at the graph like all the time. You know. I haven't used this platform in a while, so I'm trying to figure it out right now, guys. I'm sorry about that. Stop. Okay, stop. No, I don't want this. Okay, this is right here. I could have bought it with a stop. A stop just means that it won't it will sell it automatically after it goes down to a certain price. So there's an option there. You can buy it with a stop. You know, that's also a good idea. It just automatically sells if it goes below that certain price. But I didn't do it this time. I usually don't like to do it. I usually like to set alarms, for like different prices. But I don't know if I can do it on this type of on this like platform because I'm using on demand. It's not the real, like the regular daily. broker. It's like more like a virtual account. So I don't know if it has other features. I don't think so. That's why it's not letting me do the alarm. But in the regular one, you would be able to put an alarm, like let's say right here. If it ever reaches this price, or it reaches, like, maybe you want to go like a little bit before it reaches the price, so you can be there and like monitor. Always do it before. Actually, don't do it at the exact price that you want it to stop to like sell. Always do it a little bit before, and then you can monitor. It will give you an alert, and you can come to your computer, your laptop, whatever, and monitor the trend. Okay, but like I said, I already put my trend. I would usually put my alarms so I would know. Like let's say if it goes once, if the price goes to 168, the current price is here, the green one right here, 173. If the price ever goes to like 168, 167, then I'll put like different alarms there. If it reaches that, it will give me like send me a message on my phone or send me an email, whatever. But I can't do it on this virtual account. Okay, so I have my alarm set. I put my resistance, my support lines. I looked at my RSIs to determine if it was cheap or expensive. I looked at the MACDs to see if there's any opportunities here, that if the lines crossed up, I'm all set. So I can just go and do my thing. Come back on Monday, the next trading day. Okay. Let's see. Oof. So it went down. You see that? It broke through my line right here. Broke through it. That was very bad for us. I would have, probably sold it before it did that. But definitely right now I can sell. So I'm gonna go sell all my shares. I'm gonna go here. This is my last. So we're gonna sell right now. Yeah, guys. We have to be careful with these things. You could lose money for sure. I'm gonna try to sell it right now. Oh. Okay, what's going on? Let's just do it through here. So I wonder if it's gonna sell my shares. Okay, sorry, it's hard to see. Okay, so we sold our position at a loss, unfortunately. But it happens, guys. Did it sell it? Trying to figure it out. Yeah, we don't have any orders right now. Yeah, definitely sold at a loss. But you see right here, I know I had to sell because it went below my support line. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna find another. Trying to find another stock. Let's do this one. I have more options here. Chevron, McDonald's again, PSG. This one's cheap right now, but So yeah, guys, this is this will take me a long time, and maybe right now at this moment it's not a good opportunity, a good buy opportunity. I know you guys might have seen like I think it's called day trading. People do it like the same day. They don't go, like I do, like day to day. They just literally buy and then sell like in the same day. That's another way to do it, but like I said, it's more risky. The less time, the riskier it is. Me, I still do trading. It's still considered trading. It's just not what you might be used to. And the reason why I do it this way is because it's less risk. It's less risk because have more days to work with, so things can happen. Like, I don't have like a very small support line and a very small resistance line. If it goes down, I could lose. I could let myself lose a little bit before it goes up, or it could go down like how it did right now. In our example. But yeah, guys, if you have on demand, you're starting out, you just get it, just mess with it. You're not losing anything. It's a great practice. Um, I don't want to show you guys my real account. What the hell is this? Wow. Oh yeah, cause it did a. Wait a minute. No wait. There's a mistake. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to make this video like 2 hours long. So I think I showed you guys everything. There might have been some other like small things that I didn't show you guys, but oh yeah, yeah. So usually I only trade S&P 500 stocks. You can just get a list of the S&P 500, and then just look if they're and then see the stocks there and see if their RSI is below 20, the MACD's cross, draw your support lines, draw your resistance lines. Do it on the daily time frame, and yeah, and if that's the way you want to do it, this is how I was taught. I actually learned this from. He's a Spanish trader. He he's pretty well known. He got a. His name is Angelo Rico. I think he lives in Spain now, but he's originally from Colombia. And I personally learned my trading from this guy, and he's really good at what he does, and he has very good results. He won an award for the best trader in Banco Santander. If you guys know that bank, pretty big in Europe. Yeah, so he won an award for being the best trader in that bank, in Banco Santander. And on top of that, he has really good results. Like it's like it's well known that he's a good trader. And I trained with him um for about 2-3 months of training, and then I was on my own. I did my own trading, and like I made some money from it, of course. I just never decided to stick with it for that long because I have other goals in mind. But this is definitely a great way to make money. It's definitely a great way, and if you hone this is a trade. You have to go in every day and practice. I used to do this every day. After I got the training from Angelo and he explained to me, all the basics and stuff like that, I would literally go every day in the market and just like investigate almost every stock in the S&P 500, almost like all 500 stocks. I would like look at them every day, every single day, and see if there's any opportunities, and then place my trades. And that's what you have to do if you want to get good at this. And of course, you're gonna lose money. You saw me lose money right there, but that's why we have stop limits. We have the resistance lines. We have the support lines. We have we have the alerts. And don't get greedy. If you ever have, let me show you guys. Like for example, if you let's look at McDonald's, because some of you guys might be asking, how do I know when to sell? How do I know when to buy? How do I know when to sell? How do I know when to buy? Okay, so we know that we can buy when the RSI is like shows us that it's cheap. So that would be like between 30 and 20, or below 20. And it's expensive if it's like a 70 and 70 on higher. That's an expensive stock. If it's below 30, it's a cheap stock. Also, you want to look at the MACD. Does it cross up? Does it not cross up? Does it cross down? That can be a sign that it can go up and down. But those are just indicators. That's not. You shouldn't just trade based on that alone. Then you want to do the fundamentals, the most important part, the technical analysis. That's when you're gonna go and you're gonna put your resistance lines. You're gonna put your support lines. That's what's gonna help you determine when you're gonna buy, when you're gonna sell. So let's say I determine the RSI is cheap during this time, and the MACD maybe crossed up. Everything's perfect. In an ideal world, that's not gonna happen to you, but it could happen, of course. But in an ideal world, the RSI is at 30. The MACD crossed up. There's a perfect, beautiful uptrend here, so I feel comfortable trading. And this thing reaches my support line that I drew. Perfect opportunity. I'll buy right here in the bottom, the support. I'll hold it all the way till it gets up to here, all the way till it gets up to here to the top, which unfortunately it didn't. So I might have continued with my stock, but then when I went down again, I would have still continued with my stock because it didn't break my my line here. And I would have kept it. When I went down here, actually might have sold down here, so I might have lost an opportunity here. But let's say I didn't sell for whatever reason. I broke my own rules and I continued. Then I would have made money here. I would have sold right here on this resistance before I even crossed. I don't even care if it kept going up. I would have sold right here in this resistance, because I know how the stock market is. It's very unpredictable, and you can literally lose all your money in a second. So be careful, risk manage. You don't disrespect your support lines and your resistance lines. Don't get greedy. If a stock gets to the resistance that you drew, sell it right away. Don't wait for it to keep going unless you're doing long-term trading. If you're doing long-term trading, it doesn't even matter. Like, technical analysis doesn't even matter. Then you have to focus on fundamentals, which can be another video that I make. But yeah, guys, don't get greedy. Sell when it gets to the resistance. Buy if it's at the support and other signs that are there for you to buy. Buy in companies that are good and reliable, that they're not gonna go to zero on the next day. Anytime you buy a cheap company, like on a penny stock, and you trade in like 30 minutes or whatever, you can do that. You can use the same fundamentals that we use here. It's gonna be more risky. So manage your risk. Start out small. Like, if you can start out with just $100 or whatever, do that. Don't go crazy. Don't go spending all your money, because you can literally lose it all. Even if you have an idea of what you're doing, you can literally lose all your money. And practice. That's how you get good. Okay. And like I said, I'm not just saying this from my experience. Like, most of the things that I told you guys, I learned it from my mentor Angelo, and he has way better results than I do. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll probably make another video explaining like fundamentals. I have to work on my fundamentals as well, on my fundamental analysis, because I haven't done that in a while. But I'll touch up on it, and I'll give you guys a lesson on that as well, so you can learn how to do long-term investing, which in my opinion is way better, and at the end will give you way better results. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this long video. Have a good day and take care.